Solving complex numbers, we must know its parts. First, it's the real number. It is represented by A. Second is the imaginary number. We have an example here on how to solve complex numbers. An example in here is that 3 minus I square root of 2 raised to 2. In solving this, we must square the binomial. By squaring the binomial, we will get 9 minus 6I squared of 2 minus 2I squared. We can simplify this and we will get 9 minus 6I squared of 2 minus 2. In this answer, we already get 9 and 2, which are real numbers. We can still combine them and we'll get 7 minus 6I squared of 2. And this is the final answer. Another example is 2 plus 3I multiplied by 4 minus 5I. The first step to answer this is we must multiply the binomials. And we'll get 8 minus 10I plus 12I minus 15I squared. We can simplify this and we'll get 8 plus 2I plus 15. Again, we already got two real numbers and we can still combine them. And we'll get the final answer of 23 plus 2I. And this is the final answer.
Then we would get the cofactor of this. The cofactor will be equals to negative 81, negative 5, 9, 12, 0, 0, 27, 3, and negative 3. Then we would get the A transpose. Negative 81, 12, 27, negative 5, 0, 3, 9, 0, negative 3. So A determinant would be equal to 1 over 12 multiplied by the A transpose. You would get this value 1 over 12 by getting the determinant of A. Then we will multiply the inverse of A in this matrix. Multiplying it, we would get 23, 5, 0, 12, 15, 22, 5, 0, 1, 4, 22, 13, 1, 20, and 8. We will now decode the matrix using the corresponding letters of each number. 23 is W, 5 is E, 0 is space, 12 is L, 15 is O, 22 is V, 5 is E, 0 is space, 1 is A, 4 is D, 22 is V, 13 is M, 1 is A, 20 is t, and 8 is age. So this will be now the decoded message.
Given the formula f of x is equal to 1 over 1 minus a summation of a raised to n absolute value of x less than 1, we need to answer this equation. First, we need to make this equation similar as the formula. So it will be negative 5, 1 over negative 3 plus 6x squared. But in this formula, it's only negative 1. So we need to divide negative 3 in this. So it will become negative 5, 1 over negative 3 plus 6x squared, negative 3, negative 3, and negative 3. So it will be cancelled and it will be 1. And this one, we need to move it here so that it will be same as the formula. It will become negative 5 over negative 3, 1 over 1 minus, simplifying this, it will be 2x squared. In this case, our a is 2x squared. Now, we need to substitute this in this equation. So it will become 5 over 3 summation of 2x squared raised to n and absolute value of 2x squared less than 1. In this formula, it is only x, so we need to make it x. So let us divide it 2, and x squared will become 1/2. But as said, it is needed to be x, so we need to square it. So x is less than is 0.71. So the limits are negative 0.71 less than positive 0.71. In this case, we need to choose a value in between this limit. So I will choose x is equal to 0.5. This 0.5 must be, in choosing x is equal to 0.5, we need to substitute this in the original formula. So it will become f of x is equal to negative 5 over 6, 0.5 squared minus 3. Computing it in the calculator, it will have answer of 3.33. We need to get this answer when we will substitute 0.5 in this equation. So it will become 5 over 3 summation of 2 times 0.5 squared raised to n. Computing it in the calculator, let us see if we will get the same answer. But first, we need to choose on what is the limit. For me, I will choose 10. And the answer is the same as the first one.
With the given formula of y prime minus 6t squared equals to 0 and y of 0 equals to 2. It will be Laplace of y prime minus 6t squared equals to 0. First, we will change the y prime into s Laplace of y prime minus y of 0 and the Laplace transformation of 60 squared, which is negative 6 2 factorial over s cubed. We will change the value of y of 0 into 2 because it is the given, as Laplace of y and negative 2, negative 12 over s cubed equals to 0. We will transpose negative 2 and negative 12 over s cubed to the right side of the equation. We will need to cancel the s to the left side of the equation, which is s Laplace of y. That's why it will become Laplace of y equals to 12 plus 2s cubed over s4. With this, we will need to do partial fraction. 12 plus 2s cubed over s4 equals to a over s plus b over s squared plus c over s cubed plus d over s4. We will multiply s4 to the whole equation and it will become 12 plus 2s cubed equals as cubed plus bs squared plus cs plus d. After, we will get the values of a, b, c, and d. A equals to 2, b equals to 0, c equals to 0, and lastly, d equals to 12. After getting the values, you can substitute it to the equation and make it into inverse Laplace transformation. And you will get the answer, which is Laplace of y 2 plus 2t cubed.